Welcome back to Grow Joyfully and Garden Tour Saturday with your host, Grandma Sandy, your co-hosts, Suffolk Susie, Pat's Garden Life, and Growing on Vancouver Island. Here we are at the end of June. I can't believe it. It's here already. Things are looking green and lush and filling out and quite beautiful. So let's go check on the main garden. I'd like to have a nice little walk around the place here. See what's going on. See anything new and exciting. The trees in the orchard are very heavily laden, and I'm very hopeful for a great and bountiful harvest this year. I need to make a whole bunch of jams and jellies because I'm completely out. These are some of the roses in the rose garden, and they smell incredible. They're so delicate. This is definitely one of my favorite colors. Here's a lovely yellow rose. I love the pinky orange of this one. It picks up the sun radiating towards it and makes it glow. I love this peachy colored rose too. Roses are just so beautiful. They make a place look happy and elegant. There's our lovely lady. Lovely pink rose. Here's the gorgeous daylilies and the very industrious catmint that attracts all these pollinators. The Asiatic lily is still blooming beautifully. Okay, time to harvest the garlic. Weed the beds, and bring a little bit of order to this garden. I'm planting the last sun gold cherry, but I'm going to plant it right here in the main garden in bed number 6. I've dug a hole here for the sun gold cherry. I have to be careful because there's so many other plants around it. And I'm going to add some of my tomato concoction. Then I'll cover that up with some soil, water the hole, and plant the sun gold cherry. It has a nice big root structure which will help the cherry settle in and grow so much faster, so much better. The sun gold cherry is settled in, and now I'm going to tie her up. And I've got to take time to tie up the Thorburns terracotta. You have to do this frequently throughout the season because they just grow so quickly. They grow suckers like this one right here. So we're just going to take that one off and tie it up so it'll grow strong and healthy. It's already got fruit that it's setting right here. Here's some cute finches sitting on the fence talking to me. I've never had them up so close. Where's the other one? There he is. He's not in focus, but you get the idea. Well, they're back. I wonder if I'm too near their nest or if they want some food. Little cuties, they're so tiny. The Thorburns terracotta is tied up, the suckers have been removed, and I have fertilized it. So it's good to go. Here are the wonderful volunteer tomatoes. They are so healthy and so strong. I don't even know what seeds there are. I know that I had chocolate sprinkles here last year. That's what it could be. And I'm not sure what else I had right here. But this is the 42-day tomato, and it needs some attention. Here's another volunteer, and another volunteer, and I'm going to leave them because they are so strong and healthy, and I'm just so curious to see what we can get out of them. I don't even know if I will trim them up, tie them up yet. I just want to see what they're going to do. I was thinking the other day that maybe I'll try really hard to get this bed ready once the season is over, which I don't want to think about, and have it all amended and clean and clear, plant some tomato seeds in it, and see how they come up, see when they come up, because these are volunteers, and they came up as soon as the soil was warm enough. So this is an interesting experiment that I'm going to conduct for this bed this year. Something very exciting to share with you. This is a chocolate sprinkles plant, and yes, it needs to be tied up. But look, it's already setting fruit. This is so very exciting. We'll have to keep an eye on it throughout the whole season and see how well it does. I have the chocolate sprinkles plant all tied up and fertilized and trimmed. I decided to leave this new leader, this branch, to see how well it would do instead of just training it up one central leader. I think perhaps it will do fine. I'll make sure that I keep it very well fertilized. So I'm excited about that. You can hear my husband in the background rototilling some more garden space, and we're probably going to put some corn in it. That's what I'm thinking. Yesterday I increased the time that the sprinkler was running, and it has helped immensely. Why didn't I think of that before, you ask? I wish I knew. I planted the last yard-long noodle bean seeds that I had over here and over there, and they're growing, and I'm super excited. It's the last seeds that I had, and I've never had any real success with them, so we'll see how they go. I've got to make sure that I harvest them earlier this year, because in the past I let them get too long, and then they got a little bit hollow and woody and not so good to eat. The rattlesnake beans are growing very well, and I only have one of the scarlet runner beans that are growing. This poor little sun gold cherry is hanging in there, trying to grow. I'm just leaving it alone until it gets stronger, and then I will trim it. Oh look, there's some fruit. So exciting. I just fertilized, hilled, and weeded this bed number 5. We have a bunch of bush beans in here, and as you can see, cucumbers that I'm trying to train up the hoop. It's a very beautiful day here today in central Idaho, zone 6A. My daughter is helping me get the garlic harvested right now. I don't know what I'd do without her help. My daughter has done most of it, but she had to go, so I'm going to finish up, and then I want to plant sweet potatoes here again. I really have to amend the soil and get the weeds out. It's about 1 o'clock, and it's getting pretty warm for working out here in the sun. My pathetic little sweet pea plants are being exposed to the sun. I hope it doesn't kill them. Even just the smell of these few little blossoms right here has been worth the trouble. They are beautiful plants, and I love them. I've got to find a better way to grow them. Well, here's our garlic. We did really well with the garlic harvest. I bet you that there's at least 200 bulbs there. That should set us up for the winter. I harvested a little handful of onions that were from right there because I want to put some sweet potatoes in. They take over 110 days, so I have got to get them in. I'm going to take these little sweet things, clean them up, take off the greens and the bottoms, and I'm going to boil them and then make a white sauce for them, and it's going to be so good. I decided just to harvest all of these onions because I have more out in the pasture garden and I have more growing right here. So I'm just going to take these medium small ones in and either pickle them or, like I said, make a white sauce for them. I have really been wanting to pickle onions. The pink onions that are pickled are so good on sandwiches and so many things. So that's my goal for this year. Oh look, there's a little bok choy coming up right there. I didn't think anything would germinate because the seeds were so old. That makes me so happy. I am tying up these cucumbers, and since I planted them so thickly, I'm cutting off some of the leaves down here below, so there'll be plenty of airflow. So I have very energetically pruned these cucumbers and reduced them by at least half. And there's a method to my madness. It's because I want to have plenty of airflow and I want the plants to be able to put their energy into growing the fruit and not just leaves. So I've got these tied up, I have them fertilized, and I'm going to get that fertilizer watered in. If you don't get the fertilizer watered in each time and it's granular, it can easily burn the leaves. Not that it will really hurt anything, it's just a little bit unsightly. So always try to make sure you have plenty of room so there's not too much competition for sunlight, nutrition, and water. It's time to get some of these beautiful black raspberries picked, and we'll get them put away for the season. Well, that isn't a bad harvest. We really don't have that many vines that grew this year, so I am definitely excited about this. We will have a few more as they show up here and there. The temperature right now is 75, and in the shade it's really lovely. In the sun it's starting to be a little hot, but we're making a lot of progress in the main garden. I came out to the pasture garden to bring my husband something to eat and drink. He's working so hard out here, and he's mowing and weed eating and getting things looking better. We're trying to make sure things are getting watered as they should, trying to put other areas under cultivation, like that one right there. I'd like to plant corn there, but I still need a place to plant more cucumbers so that we can sell them at the farm stand. The potatoes are all blooming. There's a patch there and a patch there. A lot of work, but it's definitely worth it. And when you keep it weed-eated and the paths mowed down, then you feel like things are tidier. Even if they're not necessarily tidier within the rows, it gives you that illusion that it looks a lot better. That's why we strive to keep things mowed and weed-eated. Jailbreak! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I just gave them their scratch and they are very happy. I know. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yes, hi George, we notice you. I love this cool expanse of lawn. I call that little part in between the round garden and the oak tree garden the avenue, like Anne of Green Gables. Wow, look what I have. A sweet bell pepper. These are the store-bought ones. I don't know what the deal is with me growing my own homegrown peppers. Look at that baby sweet banana pepper. So cute. They're all doing so well. I hope you enjoyed this garden tour Saturday. It was fun for me to go along with you and show you what's going on in the garden. You have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. We'll see you on the next video. Okay, thanks George.